Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good start to your week. Today's video is the first of two because, as we know, there's some names batted around for West Ham's next manager when David Moyes leaves. It's all but confirmed by the looks of things. I know certain websites are saying that you teased that he was staying in terms of his post-match discussion with for the Liverpool game, but at the same point, he's gonna do stuff like that, guys, isn't he? He's gonna be upbeat and a bit cheeky as he was. But there's been 5 or 6 names that have floated about, which have been interesting, but there are 2 managers that I kind of think will be better. Now, as we know, Lopetegui is close to a move to AC Milan. A lot of people don't want him. Can't really say. I don't really know the guy all that much. I know he has managed in the Premier League beforehand, but didn't do all that much. And the other name that's been battered around is Arne Slot, who's, as at least at the time of this recording, is all but confirmed to be Liverpool's next manager. But there are 2 other managers. I'm about to say players, then. Well, they are technically players because they have played before. But there are 2 managers that I do feel are probably slightly more in contention for the job should the change actually happen. But as always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, as you can see from the icon that's up here. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting over 60 separate food banks as of the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. So as you may have noticed, guys, this is back working. So I'm not clicking around trying to figure out where everything is. The first of 2 managers we're going to talk about today. And the second one is going to be tomorrow. We're talking about Paulo Alexandre Rodriguez Fonesca. I know a lot of people call him Fonseca, but it's difficult to understand exactly the pronunciation. But if anybody do genuinely know what his actual pronunciation is, then please do let me know. He does have dual citizenship, as he is Portuguese, but he was born in Maputo, so he has also Mozambique citizenship as well. He's a former centre-back for many Portugal teams, none of which I think any of us really know, so I'm not going to try and pronounce them, much less discuss them. He's 51 years old. He's a preferred formation of a 4-2-3-1, the boring formation that many managers, including the current David Moyes, likes. But he probably has adapted it over previous times. So far, because he's obviously the current manager of Lille and they're odds on to get into the Champions League, he's managed 543 games so far, winning 307, drawing 120 and losing 110. His teams combined have scored 994 goals and conceded just 575. His teams have accumulated 1,047 points, which gives an average points per game of 1.93. Now, of course, he's managing in Ligue 1, as I say, with Lille. So, you know, the record he's building up there at the moment is pretty impressive, but it's not going to be Premier League style, because there is, as tight as the Ligue 1 is, as we know, guys, there's only about 2 or 3 teams that are actually any decent, whereas in comparison to the Premier League, we've got 14, 15. Now, he is under the contract until the end of June as things stand. Lille have got 3 games left in Ligue 1, and they are very, very close to securing Champions League football next season, bar an unforeseen losing streak for the remainder of those 3 games. You know, if I remember correctly, they're like 12 points ahead of whoever is in 5th, but you never know what's happened. Their record so far in Ligue 1 is 1-15, drawn 10, losing 6, scoring 45 and conceding 27. They've lost just 1 home game so far all season, with an average points per game of 1.83 points per game so far this season. That's not bad in any shape or form. Sorry, 1.77 points so far this season is their average. 87 games with Lille is an average of 1.8 average points per game per season. And that's brilliant. He's had 102 games in charge of Roma with an average of 1.78 points per game. 139 games in charge of Shakhtar Donetsk with a 2.37 average points per game. He's been in charge with his record of all the teams that he's managed. He's been in charge for around about a year and a half on average. Some of it's been longer, some of it's been shorter, of course, but that's the average. Now, from what I understand of the information I've been reading about him, he's gonna be the preferred choice from us point of view. He likes to promote teams and likes to prefer playing a free-flowing possession style football, which is the West Ham way. But at the same point, I don't know how well these teams play because I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them play in the Champions League in any shape or form. This manager has won a lot of trophies in his career and as his manager as well, for that matter. But at the same point, because I don't know what he's like, I can't really say. But if any of you guys have been watching Ligue 1 or Shakhtar Donetsk, etc., Roma, if any of you guys have been watching, then by all means, please do put in the comment section below if you've genuinely done it. Not, oh yeah, he's done what I've had him as a manager on career mode or anything like that. Bullshit. We're talking about reality here. So if anybody of you guys know what he's like, by all means, please do let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I've got to do it that way. Tomorrow's video, we're going to be talking about Hans Flick, the German national team manager, who is also quite heavily in contention for the job as well, from what I'm understanding. But we'll go into that in more detail tomorrow. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic day and have a great week as well, for that matter, if I don't see you tomorrow. Look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you soon. All the best.